think I'm a fire. With no makeup, I could pull your man without no. With no makeup, I could do my thing with.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Charlotte back with another video. So today, y'all, I got one of my favorite little cousins. Say hi.
Hi, y'all. I'm her cousin Dee.
So today, y'all, we are going to do a story time, y'all. And it's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy, okay? Because me and my little cousin was sitting here and we was having a conversation, y'all, about like when you meet a person, like what do you basically look at when you first meet them, and do you feel any type of way about like actually like having sex with the person, you know what I mean, like on the first date basically. So me, oh my bad. So me, y'all, I feel like yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with having sex on a first date, because I honestly want to know what it's like right away. Like ain't no waiting, ain't no, you know, playing games or none of that. Like no, we gonna know now, and we gonna know now.
Cause you have to see if it's given what it's supposed to give. Like it has to be given. Like for real. Like I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, I agree. But it's also like you gotta wait till the time is right. If the time is right, if it's like feeling like, you know what I mean, you're gonna pursue that, then you can pursue that. Cause I have a couple like a bad experience with that, and I don't.
For real?
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay. So, listen, me and this boy, we were talking for a little while, you know what I mean? And me thinking I just met him. First of all, y'all, I met him on Facebook. Let's start there. So it was just like me, I was like, let me look, see if I know who this person is, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Facebook gave me a lot of who this person was. So I was like, why not a little try? So we was like texting, you know what I mean, talking. We still didn't talk on the phone yet for like maybe like a week. And I'm just like, okay, one day he called me and like, come over. I already knew about how we was talking. It was going like, you know, something was going to happen.
Yeah. It was leading to somewhere.
It was leading to something. You know what I mean? Right. So I was like, you know what I mean? Y'all, I've been, you know, celibate, doing my own little, you know.
Right.
So I went over. First of all, yeah, he gonna tell me he was going to pay for my Uber there and back, but it would be best if I just get it there. And he'll basically reimburse me.
What?
Right. But like, so we get there, everything's cool. He was nice. Like, you know what I mean? We smoke. You know I'm a smoker, you know what I mean? But I don't smoke cigarettes like that.
Yeah.
This boy, like, we were smoking and stuff like that, but hey, he kept like, I don't know what they call him. I forgot what they call him, but he was mixing his blunt guts with his like
with tobacco stuff. Oh, this girl did that one time. She was like putting like the tobacco that's actually in the cigarette, or like the tobacco in the paper, and mixing it in her blunt, like mixing it with the weed. And I'm like, what is that? I never seen nobody do nothing like that before, ever. That's some new stuff. And then anytime somebody's mixing something else, that means they trying to lace you, y'all.
Like, yeah, I mean, but for real, I was like, what are you doing? Like, what is that? And he kept trying to smoke it, so I was smoking my own stuff. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, you could do that, I'll do this or whatever. So it comes time. First of all, I didn't even tell y'all where I got it from. I live all the way, like, it was all the way out, like, Neville Island. And it was a hotel, because he was like I don't know what's the role, whatever. Y'all know what the role of the people is who like have to live in a hotel or whatever, and they work there and they live there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He was that.
Okay.
He was one of them people. He was like, I guess
let me not say that. But yeah, but no, because they do that, a lot of them. Yeah. Basically, but yeah.
Yeah, but like he. Right. But then he was like, he was living in the little hotel or whatever, and it was like a nice little, you know, and I was just more so strung up because he was Jamaican, like his accent was like,
oh, that's why he was mixing like, that stuff. He's Jamaican.
I mean,
Jamaicans do stuff like that.
Is that like,
that's like, I don't know, I think that's like, I don't know, it's like taken away from. They think it's taken away from the high. Like, I don't know.
I'm an ass, but Jamaicans.
But that's where the person that I know got that from a Jamaican. So I'm just like, Snoop Dogg? Who? Snoop Dogg? I don't think If Snoop Dogg
I used to
Jamaican,
think my
I
dad.
don't think so.
I used to think my dad and my uncle was
I don't think
Jamaican.
so.
If y'all saw my dad, you should put a picture right up.
No,
my
serious.
dad and my uncle.
Like literally, like
For real.
seriously.
They like. Anyways,
But
okay.
what
So
happened?
basically,
That's what I'm gonna say. What
he was
happened
like,
with
he
this?
was like, is the accent? He was just like, I think he said he's from Bahamas. So,
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I
the
mean?
accent,
Yeah, he was just like, it was given, basically.
Yeah.
So we were there. It was nice. Had a really good time. Then he ended up taking me to his friend's house. And his friends, they were internationals. And one was Haitian and other one was Jamaican. And we were all sitting there drinking this, like, imported, like, liquor and stuff like that. Y'all. In about like 20 minutes, I don't even know what I was doing, where I was at. I didn't know nothing.
He was twisted.
For real. All right, so basically, fast forward, we sitting there drinking, whatever. We ended up leaving. It was nice. It was a vibe, but I started to get like blackout. We get to the house and stuff like that. First of all, this boy, I'm gonna be honest. Don't shame me, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you get some nudes. You know what I mean.
Right.
You know what I mean. Keep something a little. You know.
Wait. That's how you spice things up a little bit. Like
right.
We all did that before.
Them nudes was catfish because when I promise you them pictures, what I saw
what
wasn't.
You say was not right. That was a cat. That was somebody else's body.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh,
for real.
Listen, it was like, first of all, it was uncircumcised.
Oh no! And he's a grown man.
He's a man.
Oh no! What?
He's a man boy.
He's a man boy.
He's a man boy. Yeah.
Oh my! I never seen a man boy, but I seen it on like Google.
Yeah.
Like pictures. Like
Google?
like how you just scroll and then you'll see like weird stuff like that.
It was it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst looking. It wasn't the worst sizes, but it was like uncircumcised. And I was like never.
Yeah. Like,
no shame.
So,
if you had.
So did you just back out like, okay, I can't do this, or you just was like, okay, never again, but still did it?
I took one for the team. And I was just like, you know what I mean?
Sometimes, like literally.
But I was drunk, remember? So I didn't notice until
after.
Okay, let's get into some things. In the gay community, there's called certain things called tops, verses, and bottoms. I'm a verse. I do both. You know what I mean? I get into whatever. Mm-hmm. And then me and this boy, like, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of them. He was my boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Not after this. I'm telling you now. Because this is going to open up into another conversation. But basically, I took one for the team, and I just noticed that whenever I started to like give him head, I was about to give him head, and it was like I noticed, and I was just like after I tried a few times, I'm just like, you know what, whatever. So I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna lie, you know what Janae said, but he gotta eat the booty like groceries. So, you know, he did what he did, and then we started to, you know what I mean, started to happen.
Right.
When I tell you, I felt nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. But basically, I didn't feel nothing.
That's crazy.
I didn't feel nothing at all. It was like not given. It was just like, This is just
terrible. Oh my goodness.
And one thing I want to say is, and when it comes to a relationship and doing stuff, especially like, you know what I mean, when you want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
Sex isn't the only thing that should matter, but I feel like sex, especially good sex, is important. You know what I mean?
It plays a big role in running.
You know what I mean? And if it's not good, you know what I mean? Not saying if you don't have it for, you know what I mean, a little bit, it's like, okay, whatever. That's different from it being bad anytime you want something. It's just like, at this point, I'm gonna cheat on you, and I don't want to do that.
Facts.
I'm not a cheater.
Yeah.
So I don't want to cheat on you.
And it's no point even being with that person, like, because it's just it's just pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have been so mad. I would have been like, oh, never again. I would have deleted your number, the text messages, everything, all the pictures and all.
I was still there.
Yeah. But
and he lived 45 minutes away, so I was like, you know what? I don't like the accent. I like the person. I was like, let me just still like the person. See if I'm going to, like, you know what I mean? Still feel like the person.
Right.
Duty, you know, see what flows, see what goes.
Yeah. You was like,
I sat there and I couldn't do it. I couldn't say, no, my stomach hurt. My stomach hurt.
So after the fact, did you talk to him again? Like, after the fact you left and all that, like, did y'all really
I didn't leave. I stayed I was uncomfortably in the bed sleeping. Like I was texting my best friend like, bitch, this shit. I'm so bad. I'm gonna talk to you when I wake up. Listen, when I get home, make sure you call me. I had my friend. I was texting my friend about it. Like my other gay friend. Like it was cool. Like it was like. That was a time. It was a funny, but it was like never again. So after that, I just kept.
So you'll wait, but will you wait this time to like actually like?
Hell no, because if it turns out to be like that and I'm in deep, I just think.
Yeah, facts. You want to just know up front, like period, like this is what it is. If it's good, it's not.
Yeah,
like
sometimes
no
more catfishing.
No, but okay, so can a person? You think that what if a person's sex is not bad but not good, but you still like that person? Do you think that like you can actually like teach them to make the sex better?
If it's like, it's just to a certain extent, because the one thing for sure, if it's just not given, if they weren't blessed by the best, or if they were, it's like
no, for real.
If it's not given when if they can't do it and you can't just force it, maybe. There's somebody else out there that was like willing to please them in the ways that they need to be pleased.
Right. That's why people be like, because I swear I was just with a certain person. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. They're like, yeah, like dudes just be getting anything knocked up. Like look at her, like they're like they just getting anything pregnant, and I'm just like everybody's different. Like everybody's made for somebody. Like just because one person you think is not cute and this not attractive doesn't mean the next person is going to.
Opposites attract. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all watch Poetic Justice. Like, you know what I mean? You see different stuff. Like, opposites really attract sometimes. Literally. So it's like, maybe...
But I don't think but when it comes to the looks, because I think the men be more of the looks than a woman, because to me personally, if you got a good heart and you're on your stuff and you're ugly, like I still might date you. I will like really be attracted to you, but it just when it comes to the man, it's just like they be more like, like she's weak, she's normal, she ain't got her butt done, or she ain't this. But
that's the morals, because the morals is different. Times change to where people act like it's just not right. It don't make it right, but it's like. Right now, that's life, and it's really fucked up, because it's like there's all types of different people, like, you know what I mean, that don't have the biggest titties, don't have the biggest ass, who really be out here like
on their stuff,
yes,
and probably be a good perfect person for you, like
humble, like
people be kicking
energy.
What people can make them feel like instead of what people can like do for them, and that's crazy, because I'll pick what you could do for me over how you can make me feel any day. I can make myself feel good any day.
Yeah.
So it's like
play that back.
Rewind at this point, because it's just like nah, like you gotta be doing something. It gotta be something, and that's why I be looking at these dudes when they be like, my baby mom this, my baby mom that. That's because you went after a female that just got this just beautiful. You didn't even think about how she act for.
And they might have to think about that, because you know what I mean, like we talked about earlier, lust is a thing.
Yes.
And that lust
will have you trust me, I know.
It's one of the roots of all evil. Like, stop playing. Like, that's really like it's a motherfucker.
Yes,
for real.
It's real dangerous. Like,
yes, a lot of niggas leave. A lot of people. Can I say it on here?
Yeah.
A lot of people leave with that. You know what I mean? Because everybody do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like women, men, and they find themselves in situations with like baby dads who don't want to be around. Like different types of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? A man with a whole bunch of different kids with all types of different types of issues that he need to deal with himself before he thinks about it. He wants to raise a family. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that like happens because it started off with lust. Then you end up finding like starting a family, doing stuff with somebody who you're not even compatible with. You wouldn't do that on any other
or somebody
time.
That probably years ago you didn't find attractive, like, and
that you knew you wouldn't work out with, but
you'll be like, she's weak or she's regular,
right.
Or this and the third. But that be the one that got more money than you half the time.
Okay.
Like, it just be crazy how people be thinking in the heads nowadays. It's like I don't know. Like, maybe we're just like more mature than certain people. Like, so, or like level of the way we think is just a little different.
And it's like we were raised off of that, like natural, that old school type of love. Like we want that family, like, you know what I mean? That like you do that connection, that bond, that, you know what I mean? You know that no matter what happens, that we still like are like, you know what I mean? We this, you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's hard to find because not everybody was like that.
Yeah,
you know
seriously.
What I mean? We were raised by like, you know what I mean, older people. You know what I mean? So it's like.
And you know what I was
different.
thinking? It's funny because I was watching this little show and they were saying like people, like especially young people, like they tend to like do so much shit that they really don't want to do is because they're scared that they're going to lose out on it, meaning like they're going to die before they get a chance to do some shit.
Yeah.
And that really hit me so crazy because I'm like, yo, that shit's so real because it's like we do, like, don't we? Like, every birthday, I want to do this, I want to spend money, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to mess with this dude. I want to feel how it feels to be in this car. You never know. We're not promised tomorrow. I understand that, but it's just like, that's so fucked up to think. Like, you feel what I'm saying? To be rushing and doing some shit. Like, in 9 times out of 10, you fuck up something.
And losing
rushing.
but you're losing sight of the meaning of life.
Oh,
you're losing, like, you're not like.
Like, everybody have a time. Like, we can't change what day. We don't know that. It's going to happen when it happens. So ain't no like thinking that you're gonna rush into stuff. You're just leading yourself downhill for real. Because to me, it's like people rush to do so much shit, and it just caused them into be like, you know, do bad decisions.
Yeah,
like,
and you gotta be realistic also. A lot of people don't come. That realism doesn't come into play with a lot of different things. Whenever people try to do like the whole rushing to do this, rushing to do this, rushing to do that. Right. I think that you gotta go by your own pace.
Facts.
And not everybody's pace is the same.
Exactly.
Just because you see somebody else up here, you don't know what they've been through to get to that spot.
Exactly. Or what this person's doing to try to get to that.
Right. For real. For real.
That is crazy. Like, people really don't be thinking that. Like, we just...
Listen.
Yeah, too busy, like, in their own little world and don't be paying attention to shit around them. And then when they have to pay attention, they're just lost as hell in the world because they're just... They're just
stuck. They're stuck.
Yeah, they're brainwashed. Like, that's what they know. That's what they... Like, this killing and these young boys, just all these little kids is dying and get by gun violence is just crazy because it's like, back in the day, you protect the women and the kids. It's like, they really don't care now.
For bro, too many moms is mourning. Too many siblings, too many families is crying out here. Like, it's just too many, like, senseless acts of just anything. Just, like, not even just violence, but just, like, just... aggression and everything all together. Like, it's just,
it's crazy.
It's not the way things used to be, of course not. And it's like, again, of course, like, I just feel like everything's just coming downhill. Like, it's the end of times for me.
Yes, it is.
It's the end of times.
And it's really starting to feel like it. And I don't be wanting to say that because that's just not in me. Like, I want to have a long life. I want to have like kids and see my grandkids and like stuff like that. Like, I thought that's what it was about. Like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, like, the mothers are burying their kids. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's just like a little crazy because like when I was little, like, it's just always like, I thought it was like, you know, the kids will grow up and they'll take care of their parents and then and then you bury your parents and then like shit like that. But it's just like, no, like these little kids is dying early. Like, they're not even having a chance to see nothing.
For real.
And they think they've seen it all.
And it's like babies also getting taken out of this world before they even have a chance to even make the mark that you're supposed to. You know what I mean? And like we said earlier, everybody has that start and expiration date, but at the end of the day, it's just there's a lot going on and there's like a lot of answers needed.
Yes.
Like a lot. There's a lot of extra stuff going on, and I feel as if people should be in tune more of with what's going around, what's happening. Like, you know what I mean, in their communities, people should take the time to see like what they can do to stop stuff instead of tuning into certain stuff like, you know what I mean, different drama, different like what's going on with like the celebrities, with like different stuff that they're doing. Like, for instance, the Melly case. Now, don't be wrong, I'm one of them who. I'm interested in it, you know?
Yes, very.
But at the end of the day, I just feel as if we got to start where we're at first before we try to make an impact on another person who would never hear your opinions case.
Exactly, and that y'all weren't there to know what happened or what really happened.
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it just be crazy because you really never know.
We should do a video on that.
Seriously, because that Melly case, we should do a video on that because that's really crazy to me. Like, I was watching a lot on it. Like, I really was because, like, I was just, like, interested because I'm just, like, first of all, like how, like, and just what right man, what a person just, you know, killed her two best friends. But then I'm just like, the world that we live in here today is just like,
you never know.
You never know, y'all. Like, family be killing each other. So it's just like friends. It's just like, who are you? Like, and then it's like, sometimes you judge a person because you be like, oh, they killed that person or they did this and the third. But you really don't know what that other person did to that person to do that.
And like, there's so many different mixed up ups and downs.
Yeah.
To, like the story, like every story, like so many different versions of each story. It's just like nobody ever knows what really happened.
Nobody will never know, and it's just like everybody just have your life into their hands. Like, you feel what I'm saying? People that don't have no ties to you, didn't bring you in this world, don't have no blood to you. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's disgusting too. It's like, you know. And I'm not saying I really did it or anything, because if that boy didn't, like, I feel bad that I'm like, you know, have to go through something like that. And people always have that, like,
for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
If he did that, he's going to remember that.
For that.
Yeah.
He will always be known for that. Of course, he has good music. He's talented, but that's one of the main things he will always be brought up and known about. And that's sad to have two people's death follow you like that.
Because they're all young. Like, even he's young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could tell in that boy's eyes that he been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, some shit. Like, you could just literally through the TV, and I don't even know him. Like, but you could. I'm just the type of person, like, I be just like, yo, that person, they been through something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like everybody do be judging. You feel what I'm saying? Pointing the finger, but like, we don't know. Like, we just know what everybody's saying.
It's a whole lot of
he say, she say.
It's just like nowadays, it's a whole lot of like fluid, just different type of behavior.
I ain't gonna say how I really feel about it, because I don't want to.
We gonna talk on the next video.
Yeah, in another video on that, because it's like, I don't want to. But I ain't scared to say how I feel. I don't give a hell who's got something to say. Like, period. Like,
because you're not on that. Actually, like we said, fluid shit.
Like, cause we're like real. Seriously, like, we keep it real. So I'm going to tell him Phil, but that case is crazy.
Yeah, that's
something I never even like heard of in my life ever.
It's sad, but R.I.P. to those boys. You know what I mean? Like, sorry to the families. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that y'all had to like go through stuff like that, and like had to like burying somebody isn't easy altogether.
Because we dealing with it. Like, trust me, we know. Family after family member, just friend after friend. It's just getting ridiculous. Like, swear.
Speaking of that, like, and how do you feel about like friendships nowadays? Like bonds, relationships, like as a whole nowadays. What do you think? Like, we were talking about morals, and we were talking about like, you know what I mean? People's the values difference in different people. How do you feel about friendships and like relationships, like bonds nowadays? Like, you know what I mean? What do they mean to you, for sure? How do you feel like the difference in them are, like, compared to what they were before?
I feel like they're nothing compared to what they were before.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nobody have respect for people no more. Like, people, like, I don't know, like, people say like, yeah, like, you're my friend, or you my sis, this and the third, but I feel like everybody's for self nowadays. I swear, like, everybody's for self, and I feel like, I don't know, people don't stand on loyalty anymore. Like, people don't know the definition. I feel like everybody's definition is different, but people's not loyal no more. People is just like fake as hell. Like, they fake as hell, and they just are two-faced. It's just like you can't really have too many friends, because it's just like you can't trust people. You never know what people's thinking. Somebody's always out for something. Either they want something, or it's just
they always want. People always look to get something out of something, no matter what it is. They always want something. They always have handouts, and always, like, you know what I mean? Yes,
all the time, and that really is ridiculous, because it's just like, I don't know. My mom really was super loyal, like, to everybody, like, to even people that she even didn't know like that long. Like, she just brought them in and helped them out, and you know what I mean? So, like, I was kind of grew up to, like, in different ways, look at it different ways, but people, they really don't be caring. They're all for themselves.
It's a difference in upbringing, like you said, like
literally.
like you said, she didn't do that. She didn't play none of that. Like, and it's like it's again, not everybody I guess was raised, and that's what I also look at like different with different people, like different people who I would say that that was my friend, that was my this, and why I could really see why we weren't, and I'm just so blind to it because it also comes into play a part to where when you're a really giving, like really kind, really loving type of person, you always tend to get like played with first.
Facts.
And it's corny, like, you know what I mean? Stop being rude to them, to the nice friends, because when we turn into like mean girls, y'all get upset, like that. And when we shake up the room, y'all get mad,
Exactly. Swear, that's why I just like, I don't know, like I'm real good at like reading the room. Like wherever I go, it doesn't even matter. Like, swear, I just like I could just feel everybody's energy. Yeah. So off the rip, even if I don't know you, I'll just like I'm not gonna be cool with her. Like, or, I'm not gonna, or he's not gonna be my bro, or no, we're not gonna have conversations. Yeah. Like I could just literally one thing could come out your mouth and I could just instantly know. I don't know what it is.
But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I come off as like, with certain things, like, because I never know, and I always have to feel like you said, the energy, feel the vibe and stuff, and I'll come off, but like, as like, because I sometimes won't speak first, and I'll just look, and I'll be like, and I'll say nothing.
All shy, smiling.
But it'd be like, just because I'd be a little anxious, I have a little bit of, like, anxiety or whatever, but it'd be like, other people would think like, oh, well, he's just not going to speak, I ain't going to speak to him, and it'd be like, if he speak to me, I'm really like, you know what I mean? One of the nicest people. It's just
you really, really are. Like, you're down to earth. Like, swear. Like, you know how to just take people, like, like if they're going through something, like, swear, you just know how to get them out their body. Like, you just change the subject real quick. You just you just know how to do it. Like, it's just natural.
I appreciate
like, swear it is. Like,
for real. Yeah. But that's why we vibe and that's why we click.
Literally.
For real. And I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, it plays a part with the Zodiac. Like, I'm an Aries, big Aries.
And I'm a Cancer, so.
Listen, but I love Cancers. People be talking about Aries,
Yeah, people talk about Cancer too. We cry babies, we did it. But we the downest earth people in the world. Just don't play with us.
There you go, the crowd is right. I'm not gonna lie, but not you. I feel like you're a big dog, though.
I'm a big dog.
You're a big dog.
You heard him.
Yeah, for real.
Big dog, big dog, big dog.
Ian, if you watching this, big dog.
Big dog.
Okay. For
real though. Like, swear. But it do, like, I feel like I used to not be into like signs and stuff like that. I used to be like, that really don't matter. But as I got older, like, and I started to, like,
I think, because they try to change the signs and do some type of stuff like that. I don't know if it's real or not. I've seen on Facebook that they were trying to, like, change the signs. One thing for sure, I'm going to stamp this here. I would never be a Pisces.
How can they even do that? It's like,
it's not. And I just believe what I was told. And Aries, I don't know. So it's to each his own, but I just feel like I'm gonna get into more in tune with, like, you know what I mean? I do search up like a lot of the Zodiac signs, and everybody who I've known met like a part of their sign. Like, I can see, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So believe what you want about Aries, but we're lit.
Yeah, it's where I usually be like, I don't like Aries too much. Like,
meanwhile, I'm the fave.
But yeah, my fave. So. But not everybody else but you. Okay.
Period. But I'm gonna bring some lit Aries around, because I'm telling you, I don't hang. But like, if I'm for real, like Aries on Aries, like Aries don't really only like other Aries for real.
For real?
For real. But like, only for a certain thing. Aries are like them people, like, we can be around. I love to be around. Like, I love to have lit. But like, after a certain time, like, once it gets too much, I'm
like, oh no.
Let me get some time to myself. Let me get a break. Like, let me get that pause. Or it might just be me as a person, you know what I mean? But
so what's the best time you ever dated? Like, hands down, like, it don't even gotta be like being in a relationship, like you talk to, whatever. Like, the best person you could, like, at the top of your head when I said the best.
I love the Cancer because he was like, first of all, he like was so like nurturing. He was like so loving.
We are nurturing.
He gave me that like type of feeling that I would like expect from my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not saying like that. Not saying he was so mom, but he was like so like.
He's like just that
like comfortable. Yeah. Like I felt.
Just make you feel like home. Like,
like I feel like, okay, I could be the protector, but I know like I'm protecting like something that's protecting me. Like I felt like safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
we're the shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now.
I love Cancer, but
so whoever got something to say about a Cancer can say it to my face.
That was crazy though.
Because we're the bomb.
Crazy. I'm just saying. But he was a June Cancer.
Oh shit. See y'all, June Cancers, the July Cancer, we're the real Cancers, okay? So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna say that. I'm sorry, June Cancers, but yeah, y'all's like half Cancers, like we're real Cancers.
Okay, well,
so
I was dating a half Cancer. So what was he like? Half
he was
Cancer.
A half Cancer. Yeah.
What's the other one before? Gemini.
Yep. He's a.
There's
Ooh.
I love Gemini though. I do love
Gemini.
See, I love J-Bone.
He was a Gemini.
I got a couple of friends who are Geminis and love them, but there's only one Gemini.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that. I just think that was the first one when you said Gemini. I'm like, wait. Yeah, but I like Geminis. It depends on the person though with Geminis, because they got them two sides.
See, I only knew my brother was the only Gemini that I really like spent time around. So I don't know, like really, swear I don't know nothing really about Geminis.
Yeah.
But I know Libras is crazy. My sister's a Libra, and yes, like one of my friends is a Libra, Jay. Like her and Amber, like I swear I be saying they need to meet each other because they're both crazy.
They be saying Libra gang and all that.
Yeah, like they're just so like they. It's me, boo. Like they come in the room, you know that they're in the room. Like they just it's me. What's up? But like,
one of my favorite cousins is a Libra. So. Crazy.
Libras are crazy.
Yeah.
Leave Libras alone. Just stay on the bad side because they will like. Yeah.
What's who's up? Sagittarius.
Sag. Oh my goodness. I don't know a lot of Sages.
My mom's a Sag. My grandma, my granddad. When I tell you. It's either you get the like real emotional, like dramatic type side of them, or you get the most nonchalant, most. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't care much. Yeah. My mom, she she's just so blunt too and nonchalant. Sometimes I be looking at her like, girl, it's like, can you at least spare some feelings, please, mom? If you're watching this, pipe down sometimes, like.
Don't do her that.
That's my boo though. But she just be, that was a moment, like zoom out. Yeah. Just please. I'm cracking up.
Y'all, my birthday's coming up, so we doing a birthday vlog. Yeah. Y'all already know.
You'll see.
About to come, and we about to get lit.
You should do like a theme, like a color.
I want to do all black.
Okay. So what you want us to wear?
Yeah, all black, but y'all gotta like. Sexy black, like don't come in with no like regular like black shirt, like you got put that on. Okay. Some black, okay. all black. Okay. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for that because my birthday is in literally. Damn, my birthday's in 4 days, but the party is 2 days after. But yeah, y'all gonna see the vlog, so stay tuned, y'all. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.
See y'all.